So, good morning, ma'am. My name is Joshua Inad, the reporter of Chapter 11, Toolmark examination. So, this is the continuation of the reporter, Mr. Salon. So, Chapter 11, Toolmark examination. So, casting and molding refers to the method of extracting an impression using a cast-like plaster of parts inside a mold to recover the pattern for laboratory analysis. So kaning casting and molding is ginagamit ni siya for laboratory analysis. So nadri ang mga method of extracting using a cast-like plaster. Kanang kuan ba, kanang murag bandage bitaw nga ginakuan sa mga ginagamit kanang sa kanang simentohon imong kamot. So mo na ang plaster. Then ang procedure of casting, number 1, take photograph and measure the impression. So kinahanglan nimo siya picturean and then i-measure nimo ang isa ka object. So number 2, remove loose object, debris embedded in the surface of impression should be retained. So kinahanglan nimo siya i-remove, and then debris embedded in the surface of impression should be retained. So number 3, preserve the impression by spraying it with a fixative agent or hairspray to make the surface repel in the liquid to be poured into. So preserve nimo ang isa ka object by spraying it with fixative agent kay with that hairspray or with that spraying it. So mo lang na siya ang way para ma-preserve nimo ang isa ka object using hairspray. So number 4, place a retaining wall on the impression. Then number 5, mix the plaster of Paris mixture into the impression. So kinahanglan mo siya i-mix katong plaster or bandage plaster of Paris mo man ang kuan ba bandage mixture into the impression. So number 6, pour the plaster of Paris mixture into the impression. So kinahanglan mo siya buhusan, no? Mapuna ang isa sa procedure. Number 5, place the reinforcement material. So meaning kuhaon nimo ang object or isa ka material, isa ka things para ma-preserve nimo. Number 8, pour the remaining mixture until it's 1 inch thick. So kinahanglan mo siya buhusan hantod sa magkuha na siya og 1 inch ang kabagaon. So mo na ang procedure of casting. Let's proceed to the number 9. So allow the cast harden for about 20 to 30 minutes. So kinahanglan mo siya kuanon kanang punduhon ba, kinahanglan mo siya i-preserve within 20 to 30 minutes. Then number 10, mark the output for identification. So kinahanglan ka maghatag og output for identification. Kumbaga kanang ilhanan ba. Then let's proceed to the shoe prints. The impression made by shoes which can be informative to forensic investigator. So kaning mga shoe prints kaning shoe prints is isa ni sa pinaka tawag na importante when it comes to investigate, no? Kay mo man ang isa man po ni sa maghatag og informative data sa isa ka crime scene kaning shoe prints. Kay syempre ug natay mga mga investigators, so kinahanglan mo gyud sila mag-conduct og investigation, no? Then kuhaon tong mga possible evidence. So isa ni ang shoe prints. So 3 kinds of shoe prints, no? Number 1, patent shoe prints are clearly visible and come from tracking through a substance such as paint or dirt, leaving some of this behind each time a step is taken. So same sa kung gingon ganina, isa ang shoe print sa pinaka-importante when it comes to investigate. So kay maghatag na siya og tracking. So tracking method, and then diri nimo mahibal-an ang ang panghitabo kung unsang orasya sa ni lakaw, unsang orasya sa ni sibat alagod, kung asa siya ni adto. Then rani mo mahitabo sa shoe prints. Then number 3 ay number 2, plastic shoe prints occurs when a shoe sink into a soft substance such as mud. So kaning plastic shoe prints mo ni ang kuan anang murag clay bitaw, dili siya ingon nga clay, kanang binuhat siya ba, man-made siya ba nga kanang pagkabuhat pinaagi sa plastic, or kanang murag gimold siya ba, gimold siya mao na ang plastic shoe prints para makabuhat siya og tawag ani ay makabuhat siya og form. Now mao na. Number 3, latent shoe prints are not visible to naked eye and often occur on a hand surface such as glass or concrete. So kaning latent shoe prints dili siya visible sa mga sa tong kuan ba, sa tong mata, dili siya makit-an. And then binuhat, and then it is a hand surface such as glass or concrete. Wow. So laboratory examinations of shoe prints and tire impressions. So number 1, the possibility that contact did occur. So meaning na ay possibility no nga na sila na ay contact nga hitabo when it comes to laboratory examinations of shoe prints. Kaning tire impression mo man imong tinamak, mo man imong bakat nimo ni. So with that, so naay possibility nga naay contact na hitabo. Then napoy possibility number 2, napoy possibility nga walay contact na hitabo. So mo na ang laboratory examinations of shoe prints. So number 3, positive proof of contact of the shoe or tire with that surface. So makita nimo kung positive ba nga nitamak siya atong yutaa, kay mailhan man na naman na siya i-remark na maghatag man na og remark ang isa ka kuan, ang isa ka evidence if kato siya is naay shoe prints or shoe tire. So types of examination. So comparative examination, this is conducted to determine whether a known shoe or tire made the impression. So kani is kaning comparative examination is makumpara nimo siya no. So this is conducted para ma-determine kung kaning object is shoe or tire made the impression, kumbaga lahi ba sila or pareha, anagod makumpara nimo ba, makumpara nimo pag-abot sa examination. Then number 2, investigation examination. These are conducted on impressions to provide information regarding manufacturers or design description that provide investigative leads. So kaning investigation examination is gina-conduct nino to provide information regarding manufacturers. So diri mo may balaan kung unsa nga what made is this, and then unsa ni nga design, unsa ni nga design, kung unsa ni nga brand ang gigamit nga sapatos, ana good. Then mo to siya ang mag-lead to investigate. Mo to imo ni mag-lead ba, kay syempre mailhan man na kung unsa nga sapatos ang gigamit, di ba? So asa nga manufacturer, so unsa nga design, ana good. So comparative examination. So wear pattern. So as the shoe or tire is worn or used on a vehicle, the pattern area will wear down in the erosion of the tread or sole material. So kani isa wear pattern mo siya ang kumbaga kaning ginagamit ba sa mga vehicle pag musakay ka og mga sakyanan. Then ang pattern area ni is pakita ni siya sa sole material. So we will wear down with the erosion of the tread or sole material. So, second, design characteristics. This cover the basic of pattern of the shoe sole or tire tread design. So, kaning design characteristics diri nimo makit-an ang kung unsa nga design description ang giga, unsa nga design, unsa nga sapatos, unsa nga manufacturer ana gud. So this is the cover of basic pattern of the shoe sole or tire tread design. Yang lapa-lapa ba. Then accidental characteristics. During the normal use of the shoe or tire, some damage like cuts and nicks are left on the tread surface. So mao lang to ma'am. So mao lang to, gamay ra akong report kay continuation lang man to sa report ni Mr. Salon. So thank you ma'am, thank you for watching and have a good day.